Hello, I'm Martin Brossman, and I'm out at Shelley Lake where I like to go for a walk near my house. And I want to talk to you today about the Poken. Yes, it's the electronic social media business card that lets people connect. And I thought the best way to explain it would be to interview people at business networking events and coffee shops in my area where they explain it to you. At the end, I'll come back and say goodbye and hope you enjoy the show. Poken.
You have a Poken around your neck.
I do have a
What's the
Poken.
value? Can you show it to us? He's up there. There we go.
Yes, my little Poken. I called him Polly. You know, when they first brought him out, everybody, you just can't help but to go up to somebody and Poken with them. What I really like is when I go to networking events, it's really cool to sit there and do that. One of the parties we were at, people were going around switching their Pokens. It's easier than a business card. It gets all your information across. You can still talk to them. You don't have to figure out where your card's going. You don't have to go fish in your wallet or your purse for it. You don't have to go back later and figure it out. You go back to the computer, I plug it in, I can see where I met them, I get their picture, and even if they haven't had their Poken that long, as they update information, I get it back. And so it's like, it's better than a business card as far as I'm concerned.
And their photo too, right?
And your photo. And whatever their sign-in information is for like Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, all in once. And most people don't even put that on their business card, so I can find them in all those places so easily. I'm Amy Scher. I'm a residential real estate broker with RE/MAX United over in Cary.
And you can be found with a Poken there, right?
I can be found with a Poken wherever I go.
Great, great.
So if you see me out and about, come and share your Poken with my Poken, and we'll get connected.
Great, thanks. So you have a Poken too.
I have a Poken. His name is Buzz. He's the bumblebee. And I use Poken to be able to connect with my clients or future clients. Online business card. You basically connect the Pokens together, get their information, take it home, and you pull it apart and you stick the U right into your computer, the USB port. It'll take you to doyoupoken.com, and you will see a timeline of all the people you connected with, all their information, name, email, phone number, websites, Twitter, LinkedIn. So it's a great way to connect.
So we can find you with your Poken.
You can find me.
Excellent. Thanks.
Another point I forgot to tell you about Poken. So say you meet somebody and you guys exchange your information on your Poken, but you really didn't want their, you didn't want to link up with them. It's not automatic that you follow them on LinkedIn, for example, or Facebook. It just gives you the opportunity to. So that's one of the things, like it's a very low-key thing. It's not like handing out a business card, but you still have the choice when you get back to your computer whether or not you want to follow that person. And I think that's important because sometimes you didn't get to know them very well, and then you get back and you realize they're not the kind of person that you want to interact with for whatever reason, and you have that right to turn it on or off. It's not an automatic connection, it's the opportunity for connection.
Great,
Alex
thanks.
Ferguson.
And we're going to connect Pokens. This is his first connection. So you bring them close together and then line them up. And then when you pull them away, see the little green glow? That means it works. If it's blinking red, then it didn't make the connection. So now go ahead and plug it into his USB and then sync it. And then if you'll come on in,
There's
a
Martin.
little closer, and you'll see there's me, and he chooses to accept it or not.
Look at that.
So you can then, you want to click on it to accept it.
Okay.
You may,
accept
there's
everything.
accept right there.
There we go.
And now
I can
it's,
see your details.
that's right, you got my details, and you clicked on my hyperlinks, and see my photos, and all types of information.
My gosh, look at all that.
And it's all hyperlinked, and in there for the computer, and you can export it to your Outlook as well. So that's
Awesome.
it, folks. Look forward to connecting with your Poken.
So Pat, tell me about what is the real big picture of the Poken? Why is it something really relevant in the world of networking and business connections?
Well, some of the things you and I talk about, people on Inside 919 talk about, and people on all networking functions talk about is how do you take that connection that you made at a chamber function or at a BNI meeting and connect it with your online persona, your LinkedIn profile. And then how do you take your LinkedIn profile and connect it with people that you can meet in your coffee shop? And in the past, it's been pretty hard because it's hard to pass business cards. What these little Pokens do is I think they answer some of that question. What it allows us to do is put the information that we want to provide someone. So our name, our phone number, maybe just our cell phone number, our LinkedIn address, our Facebook profile, just the amount of information we choose to give somebody, and when we touch them to another Poken, person that we've met at that chamber function, that BNI group, that social event, when we touch them there, we've now invited them into our online entity, into our online profile, into our online life, and we can now take those relationships where they can connect with us. The thing I really love about this, though, is the software on the back end of it. The timeline that it provides, the content management that it provides, and the ability to search for people that you've been able to. So if you think about it, in the past, you used to get a business card, and you take it home and you try and write something on it. Try and remember the person had red hair. You try and remember something about them, and then you'd maybe scan it in or you'd type it in. This handles all of that for you. Takes their picture, so you know, yep, that's the person I met. It also provides them with a way to get a hold of you and really just enrich the relationship. So I like it that it brings the offline online and the online
My
offline.
name is Greg Heyer. I'm the founder of LinkingRaleighNC.com and the group manager of Linking Raleigh NC on LinkedIn.com. So there are two different models of the Poken. One of them is this one right here. It comes in a whole bunch of different designs. This one's the Ninja. Basically, it's this one runs about $20. This is called the Spark. And it has this neat little cover on it, little USB slot, USB connection right there. So you plug it into a USB port, and it pops up in your computer. It takes you right out to the online manager. The other one is the Pulse, which looks a little more professional than this. Might be something you would keep in your pocket or on your keychain. You could also carry it on a lanyard. But it looks like a USB stick and actually holds 2 gigabytes of information, so it could potentially hold your marketing material and flyers, so that way you can actually exchange that information with somebody else using their computer. What you simply do with these little devices is take and touch them against another Poken device, and you have a little unique identifier that gets exchanged between the two devices that provides you access to that person's contact information. So inside that contact information could be all of their social media networks, all their business cards. Maybe they run a couple different businesses and they have several different business cards inside of their online profile manager. Probably one of the key benefit of managing it this way is that the information is fresh. So you could take and potentially bump somebody with your cell phone, but once you have that information, it's stale. Because tomorrow they could change job, they could get fired. You may not have their most current business and relevant information. So having Poken actually gives you that update instantaneously once they've updated their information. So I highly recommend it.
Hey everybody, I'm Heather O, and this is my Poken, who I've named Little O. And you'll notice on my little Poken that in the little hand, this is a button. See the button? So this, when you touch another Poken, this will light up green, which will tell you that you've effectively transferred that information. If you do it really fast, it turns red, and you just have to wait a second and do it over. But the other cool thing is, if somebody comes up that wants to Poken you that you don't really want their information, you push the button twice, discreetly, and then put your Poken up to their Poken. It will look like it transfers the information, but it doesn't. So that's kind of a cool little trick to know. I know when I first got mine, there were lights flashing everywhere, and I wasn't really sure what they all meant. So green light's good, red light's bad. Get a red light, stop a second, try again. That's my Poken.
Alright, so about every 6 to 8 months, you're going to have to change battery. So in order to do so, it's simple. You just pull it apart, take a sharp object. This is called a Chicago credit card, by the way. Find a spot on the crack in the white part. Just start to slowly and carefully pry it open. So once you start to get it open, you'll see where the contact points are, and you can just pry it the rest of the way. There's the battery. So you can see it's you can get these at Radio Shack. The model number is CR1632. You probably can't see that, but that's cool. When you replace it, the flat side goes down, the bumpy side up. Replace the two halves and just squeeze it together. And we're good.
Hello, this is Martin Brossman. I'm back. I hope you enjoyed this. Look forward to hearing your comments about it and how you're using your Poken to connect with people. The electronic business card that offers so much more. Poken.